Here's a hike I took Friday. I started rather late. Let's see. I started about, this says 12:30. It was really about 3 o'clock. I think I finished about 7 o'clock. This is GMT. So anyway, it was about 10 miles. Elevation gain wasn't too much. Speed was 2 miles and 2 miles an hour about. Max was 3.5. I wonder where 3.5 was. Just curious. Where is it? Right here. Huh. That's interesting. Oh well. So let's take a look at it. I just wanted to go and take some sunset pictures. I was hoping to get to a peak. I think it was this peak here, and I was trying to make it to this peak and didn't quite get there because it was getting dark. I did go along the ridge line here. A lot of cows. Interesting cattle were here. I didn't see any cattle here. I did see and hear cattle down here, of course, near the water. There's a bunch of cattle there. But it was a good hike, and let me fly it. Yeah, it took 4 hours and 37 minutes. So I entered about 7:30. Went down Powerline Road, had to hop a fence there. Went down here. I came back this direction too, but when I came back, it was dark. And it was dark along here. I had a headlamp, so it was okay coming back. Didn't have to use it until later. Went here and I'm not sure what I took pictures of here, but it probably flowers or something. Just some nice, I got some nice photos. Went up the dirt road here, followed it up. Go a little faster here. And this goes pretty, this is a pretty decent road. For a bike, it's really nice. I've biked up here a few times. There's a couple roads that cut over. Now here's, we're actually up to here's Donnelly branch. And we're actually up to the fence line. This is the fence line here. I have, as the previous video showed, I have gone up here. Let's see, right here is where the fence line is, and you can cut up here. And I've gone up to the peak here. I call this the hill of the fallen cross. Kind of interesting. Big, huge cross they put up there, but it fell down. And then, and before, I've just seen in another video, I've hiked right to about there. Bike ride to there. But anyway, I went along the fence line here. This is where I took the VR picture. It was getting late right about here. Let's see what time. I'm kind of curious what time it was there. Let's go take a look. He says, show elevation profile. Yeah. Right there where I took the VR picture. It was getting kind of dark. Right here, I started about 3. Right about here is where it started to get dark, I guess. So this was this was about 5:30 or so here. So it wasn't too dark here. I got some pictures there, but as I'm coming down, it's getting dark here. Where I took the VR picture, what time would that be? Okay, come on, right over here. That's about 2 hours in. It would be about 5 o'clock. So anyway, that gives you an idea of where that VR picture was from. Let's go back and fly it again. As he starts over from scratch, nice going, Glenn. We could go ahead a little bit. Yeah, you're right about there. Okay, let's fly it. So we'll go down the road here. We'll do this a little faster because we've already been down this road. Okay, now this is the road. Okay, right here is the Powerline not the Powerline. This is the Don Donnelly's ranch. I went over here. This is where I took a picture of some owls. You'll see those on Facebook. But there was a big saguaro here, and it had a big nest, and I was wondering. And I looked at it, and I thought, geez, you know, they weren't moving at all. But when I got home and looked at the pictures, sure enough, it looked like just, you know, maybe little flowers, you know, feathers had wrapped around a little bit, but I didn't see the eyes until I got home, and then to look at the pictures and thought, oh. So anyway, there's some owls were there. That was kind of neat. And took a couple minutes to go over there and take that. Let's speed it up a wee bit. This is okay. This is probably not the greatest road for biking, but it's okay for ATVs and stuff. And that's where I took the VR picture. Like I say, it was about 5 o'clock or so when I took that one. I went up here. I was planning, like I said, planning to go over to here. I've been up to this hill over here. And I think I might have bushwhacked before to get over there. There is a path here, and I think you can go down here, and then I think what I did, you can go all the way down here and then come back up. I think at one time I bushwhacked across here and went up here. This is really, and I've got on my Facebook page, the background, I got a sunset, and that's what I want to do. But by the time I got here, the sunset had already happened, and so I didn't go any further. It was getting dark. Didn't meet a lot of cows along here. I posted some pictures. Also, and I don't know what it was, and I posted some pictures of it too, but it looks like resin or something that it had frozen. It was in a big pail, huge pail, and it was, you know, solid like plastic or something. And then a couple of little pictures I'll show on Facebook where I don't know, it was weird. You'll have to look at the pictures on Facebook. But anyway, that's where I went, and good hike. I plan to do a little bit earlier and get up here farther. There is looks like a pond here for cattle as well. But there was a bunch along this ridge, and they were just having a good old time eating. Now there is a gate, if I remember right, the gate is right about here. It's a double gate. Or maybe it's, no, I think the double gate's here. And that's what I did, I went up. But oh, it looks like there is a road that cuts over. That's good to know. But I think I did bushwhack, like I said, bushwhacked, went up here last time. Anyway, interesting. So let's continue. Yeah, where the roads come together, right there is where the gate is. And then I went along here and then came back down. And this one, it was getting dark. I didn't get lost too much until right about here. He says, let's speed it up a bit. Right about here. No, it's even far. Well, it's right here. You can see, for some reason, I went along here and didn't really see this road here, and so I doubled back right here and then had to go back down again that way. It is not, along this fence line, it is really not clear. I think I went out this way and realized, no, that's not right. Again, it was dark, so all I had was my light. And a lot of cows were out, and I was thinking, oh, they're all in the pen. No, as you go along here, they were all in the open area. So they were looking at me. It is amazing how the light of my headlamp actually made the lights of the eyes of the cows shine. They were just amazingly, I could spot them, 500, 600 feet away because of the lights shining on their eyes, which was really interesting. I hadn't seen that before, and probably all you old farmer types probably knew that all along, but I was amazed. Um, anyway, that's where I doubled back and thinking, oh, where are you going? And then I went here and said, no. Luckily, I had my GPS at the time, didn't get lost that way, so that's good. Then this is a Powerline trail, and it goes back to where I started. Good time. I didn't get, like I say, didn't get done until 7, no, I think it was 9 o'clock when I finished. And back here. And here's the school there, and back to where I started. Hope you like this and the pictures. Take a look at those owls. They were just incredible. I think you'll like them.